Park it and pay attention, because The View is live. All the president's men. As allegations mount against Trump's inner circle, from Barr to Pompeo to Giuliani, could the White House force them to keep quiet?
If he decides that he wants me to testify, of course I'll testify.
Plus, it's a View family reunion with Sarah Haynes and her GMA3 co-hosts Michael Strahan and Keke Palmer. And Allison Tolman on starring in one of this season's spookiest thrill rides, Emergence. Here come Hot Topics with Whoopi, Abby Huntsman, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
To get some business out of the way. Apparently people are kind of freaked out when they see me with my hair because they don't know what's happening. So the reason I look like this is not necessarily by choice. It's because I'm in the new adaptation of Stephen King's movie, The Stand. It's a book that he wrote about 20, 30 years ago. And I'm playing a woman called Mother Abigail, who is a lady over 100 years old. So that's why my hair looks like this. I probably would not have done it as a choice. Okay? We also want to wish a very happy birthday to President Jimmy Carter, who is blowing out 95 candles today, making him the very first president in American history ever to hit 95.
Wow. He's also a melanoma cancer survivor, and he is one of the people that was used as a test for a certain kind of immune therapy, and now his body is completely removed of any cancer. He's an incredible, figure in so many ways, and obviously a source of
energetic. And I mean, this is the first time a president he's been out of office for 39 years.
Wow. Because the presidency really seems to age them.
Yes.
Well,
he had one time.
Maybe that saved him.
Or maybe it pissed him off so much, he said, I'm going to live and make sure this thing don't. You know.
But he's still happily married to his wife, too. It's a good story.
You know, it's fantastic. And congratulations, Jimmy Carter. And also, Breast Cancer Awareness Month also begins today. We are very happy to welcome the 40 members of our audience who are breast cancer survivors. Stand up, y'all. Stand up. Great thing. It's a great thing. We are all dressed to celebrate y'all. We all have pink on to celebrate y'all.
Yes.
Mine's at the bottom of my shoes. Yes. Pink here, pink all through, and pink all over. That's for you. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. And we're gonna make sure the word goes out. Ladies, gentlemen, breast cancer does not care if what your gender is.
Yep.
It is a killer, and if you are not looking for it, will sneak up on you. You can do the test yourselves, feel yourselves, see what you feel, and if you're feeling something that is not normal to you, get yourself checked. Don't wait. Don't think you can power through it. Do it. Get the information. Find out what's going on and take care of yourselves. That's what they're here to tell you. That's what we're here to tell you. Now, From the moment we went off air yesterday, news developments have been flying, pouring out of D.C.
Oh, man.
Fast and furious. Rudy Giuliani's been subpoenaed. Attorney General William Barr reportedly teamed up with you-know-who to get foreign leaders to investigate the origins of the Mueller report. And Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was reportedly on the phone call to the Ukrainian president, which he neglected to mention to Martha Raddatz. Take a look.
What do you know about those conversations?
So you just gave me a report about a IEC whistleblower campaign, none of which I've seen.
The president tweeted Saturday, it was a perfectly fine and respectful conversation. Do you think it's, quote, perfectly fine to ask a foreign leader to investigate a political opponent?
I think I saw a statement from the Ukrainian foreign minister yesterday said there was no pressure applied in the course of the conversation.
He was in the conversation.
Well, I mean, he kind of buried the lead here. I mean, what is wrong with saying, yes, there is something wrong? Oh, you mean I was on the? Oh, yeah. I mean, because everybody knows you were on the call.
Well, they know now,
He's
but
a
he was
liar.
very careful, though.
But why
he
go
was
on a
very
Sunday
careful. He
show?
didn't
That's what I'm
necessarily
saying.
lie.
Why
he
go
was
on
very
television
The
if you
cynical
know
mission.
that the biggest story of the morning was going to be a question about the call to the Ukrainian president, knowing you were on that call, knowing you're going to have to basically be dishonest about it?
He
or
wasn't
not admit you were on the call.
dishonest.
Why not duck and cover at least?
He wasn't
in that
dishonest. He was pretty careful. He played politics.
He was a sin of omission.
Yes, he used a sin of omission.
But if you're the White House and your surrogates are just bombing left and right and making complete jackasses of themselves, going viral with their explanations, you have to try and retake the narrative. And up until this point, he is someone that I think is well respected within the administration and someone who is seen through a different kind of lens. And he blew it as well. And the problem with Republicans in the White House right now is the narrative is completely spun out of control in every way. Like, talk about like blowing it in a JV level. If you have something to tell me that explains why you don't think this is unethical or illegal, please get somebody out there with more than 3 brain cells to explain it to Republicans. But Stephen Miller and Rudy Giuliani are making this exponentially worse, and now Mike Pompeo just made it.
And the thing is, he tried to do his best, but he kind of threw up in his mouth when he started, right? He was like, well, you didn't ask me that.
What I don't understand about, for example, Pompeo, he's a Harvard Law School graduate. He didn't go to Trump University. The guy's a smart guy. And you know, and all of these people, Barr, Pompeo, who are the other ones? Giuliani, all of them. What exactly do... I understand why Lindsey Graham is selling his soul. He wants to be reelected in South Carolina. He has at least a nefarious, but a motive. I don't get what the motive is to lie down with this dog and get up with fleas. I don't really see why they do it.
Because if you're Stephen Miller...
They will be finished. I remember Watergate. They're all in jail. Ehrlichman, Haldeman.
They are all...
John Dean went to jail. Mitchell, the AG, they all went to prison.
But if you
These guys will all go to prison.
Without Trump, Kellyanne Conway is just another chick on cable news.
Yeah, but we
and
don't...
So
I'm not
there's a lot
talking about
I know,
her.
but Stephen Miller's just another dude. I don't even know where
I'm talking about the cabinet. I'm talking about
Like
these
Pompeo.
people. Like
But a lot of these people will not, but they will not have the same kind of reputation or power that they do working in the White House right now, and this is all about.
they will
That's the
never
problem.
have
Well,
That's the problem. Though.
pathetic.
And that's what they think, and then they get in there and they realize. A lot of them, I'm not willing to sell my soul. That's why Mattis, I think, is left. That's
It
why
took
John
them a
Connolly
long
is
time
left.
to figure out that they weren't willing to do it. It took a good 3 years.
But okay, I think they asked themselves.
I would follow
is
Madison
it-
to hell.
but
I love that
say,
guy.
It's better for the country for me to be here and try and do what I can.
Yeah,
or
but
do I
not-
resign?
Or do
Oh,
they
that's
end up like
late.
Dancing with the Stars, dancing the
Yeah.
stars out with a bright green shirt?
I mean, we only know about.
Ding that
By
bell.
the way, we only know about this Ukraine
Ding
call.
that bell.
We are
for
going
that.
to...
Ding the bell. Come on, you know
don't
you
touch
want
my
to.
bell.
Is it your bell now?
Yeah, it's always been my bell.
They abuse the privilege then because they
Well,
ding that
yes,
bell.
but I get them back there. We're going to talk more about this when we come back. That's why we didn't do it.
Later, impeachment. Are Democratic candidates trying to cash in by campaigning on calls for Trump's impeachment? Later, Sarah Haynes, Michael Strahan, and Keke Palmer. Plus, emergent star Allison Tolman.
Hey, we're back, and we're going to continue that conversation.
Well, you know, I've been fascinated with Rudy Giuliani for a long time, but he tweeted out recently, he got subpoenaed by 3 committees. He just tweeted out that he's considering it basically, but there are privileges, legal privileges, constitutional things that he's considering. One, Rudy, the attorney-client privilege doesn't apply when Trump is not in the room when you're meeting with Ukrainian people. 2, the executive privilege doesn't apply because you didn't work for the government, right? You're just a United States citizen like everybody else. And the only thing that I think applies is maybe the 5th Amendment when you stand up and testify and don't incriminate yourself. Like there's
no comment.
There's he can say, you know, I refuse. I can't testify. He can plead the 5th. But now he's saying he may not testify. He's going to end up in jail.
Here's the deal. The man in the White House did what he did. Okay?
Yeah.
He had these conversations.
He
He
admitted
talked to
to it.
all these different people. That's
I'm
what
sorry,
he did.
There's a woman in the audience that's very excited at the idea
Yeah,
of Rudy
she's happy.
Giuliani going to jail.
He could go to jail.
Oh, I think there's a lot of people that are very excited
You know what
about
else he
that
did,
for a lot of
Whoopi?
reasons. No, I don't. Tell me.
Well,
Do tell.
you remember this day because I think it actually goes down as the worst day of his presidency. Even worse than this phone call was when in Helsinki when he sat next to Vladimir Putin and said he
Trump.
believed him, the president,
Oh,
said he
yeah.
believed Putin
Yes.
over our intelligence community.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Right? And,
Yes.
and to me,
Yes, he did.
that says and it came out this weekend, by the way. It's a story that I don't think is getting enough attention, that before that Helsinki meeting, that he had Russian officials in the Oval Office, and he said to them, I'm not as concerned. I don't have it word for word, so don't quote me on this, but I'm not as concerned about the Russian meddling because we do the same thing to other countries.
Yeah, he likes that
I don't know
stuff.
why people aren't talking about
Well,
that.
because when we did talk about it, nobody wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Let's
Mueller
let-
said that was the biggest threat to our democracy
yes, he
and that
did.
we needed to pay attention.
But let's not
to it.
lose focus. The man did what he did. He admitted to being on the phone with people he shouldn't have been on
Yeah.
the phone with, talking about stuff he probably should not have.
And
been talking
withholding
about.
money.
And withholding
That's
money that
important.
had already been given.
That's right.
Let us not lose focus. You can spin this any way you want to, but it did happen. This isn't fake news. This is real news.
Yeah.
And if these other stories are correct and we discover that they've been sort of futzing around in a way that they shouldn't have been, we should be investigating this because if Barack Obama had walked past Moscow, just past Moscow,
boy.
if he had driven past Moscow, he'd be somewhere.
They attacked Obama. They attacked Obama.
About the political implications of this, though, just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
So impeachment doesn't mean, or investigation into impeachment doesn't mean impeachment. So
No.
at some point in time, this will reach the Senate. And I don't think it's beneath Mitch McConnell to get extremely dirty in an intense dogfight on this and to bring Joe Biden and his son on the stand to testify.
Then
So the
prove
political
it.
implications
Yes.
for Democrats in this are intense. And I, for one, don't think, I mean, again, I don't know what happened, but this
There's
is going to get a
nothing
hell
there.
of a lot worse
Well,
before
you know
it gets
what?
better.
It'll be. Here's the deal. If this were really important to you know who in the White House and to everybody, we'd have heard about this before the way we've heard about the emails.
Oh, you mean the Biden thing?
Well, yeah.
There's nothing to it.
And even if there were,
It looks
they would
bad.
have. It may look bad, but it doesn't look worse than what he's doing in the White House with all his family.
That's right.
But but he has changed the bar for what is politically okay now.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I don't
So
agree
I'm
with
just
that.
saying that them trying to turn it on Biden does not change the fact that this man talked to these folks trying to get dirt on Joe, trying to move the needle, and also I think the same thing that you brought up.
Elizabeth
Yeah.
Warren is going to smell blood in the water on this one and pounce.
Yeah, every
it's gonna
time
get,
you have an
you got to
article-
trust me on this one. It's going to get a hell of a lot worse before it gets better.
Or it may not. But you know what?
I put money on it getting worse before
All right,
better.
I'm
Just
going to
trust
put
me.
money
And
on
this
the
is someone
fact
who loves
that it's
Joe
not.
Biden.
Yeah,
I
listen,
do love Joe Biden.
I do love Joe Biden. There's no problem with that.
Doesn't mean
I'm
Mitch
just
McConnell is
saying.
not going to play
Wait a
some
second.
politics with
I
it.
said this the other day. It looks bad to go after Joe Biden, who lost 2 children already and a wife years ago.
The Republicans will not care.
Well, look,
I know they don't care about anything like that.
55% of Americans approve of Democrats starting an impeachment inquiry.
Listen.
I think when the American people listen to what happened in the White House on that call, they will be much more supportive
Why don't
of
they
impeaching
know it already,
this
for God's
president.
sakes?
I think they.
Our
I
producers
truly
are having a
believe
coronary.
I am, and I'm having a coronary
All right, go.
because
Go.
I need to do this.
Go.
My friend Jessie Norman passed away yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
She was one of the world's leading opera singers. She was a great star, an amazing star, and she was extraordinary, could sing anything that you put in front of her. She was extraordinary. And our condolences go to her family. We'll be right back.
You won't be green with envy at viewyourdeal.com. We partnered with vendors for at least half off green, clean, eco-friendly products you'll use every day. So get to viewyourdeal.com now.
Welcome back. It is time for today's Hispanic Heritage Month FYI. Today we honor musician and actress and comedian known around the world as Charo. She's a pop culture superstar who is also one of the greatest flamenco guitarists on the planet. Watch this. She was born in Mallorca, Spain. Charo started playing at the age of 9 under flamenco master Andrea Segovia. Her big personality made her a favorite on the top-rated shows like Laugh-In and The Tonight Show and The Love Boat, but her stunning guitar skills led to accolades from around the world. Voted Best Flamenco Guitarist in the World twice by Guitar Player magazine, winning Best Pop Album at the Billboard Awards, International Latin Music Awards, and Entertainer of the Year from leading Hispanic organizations, Nosotros. Oh, child. She has a healthy view of her claims to fame, saying, quote, around the world, I'm known as a great musician, but in America, I'm known as the Coochie Coochie Girl. That's okay, because Coochie Coochie has taken me all the way to the bank. Keep counting, Charo. You love it. Now, some guests, not guests like who come on the show because they know better, but like when people come to your house, apparently some people just don't get the hint when the party's done. So a woman wrote to Miss Manners because her fiance doesn't seem to pick up on social cues that it's time to leave. Maybe it's time for a different kind of fiance. I don't know. How do you not know when the lights are out and the hosts have gone to bed?
I know.
You're gonna go.
No,
You just
we
you
all
ain't
have
gotta-
those friends because I actually will tell my husband, let's just not invite him over this time because you know it's going to be the whole rest of the day. And sometimes, you just want people to stop by for an hour or two and say hello.
You just say the line. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Right?
It's hard
Everybody
in the
always
moment,
says
though.
that.
You know it's hard in the moment.
I always say to Steve, let's blow this funeral.
I just say get out. It's time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to be clear.
say it.
It's time to go. Bye.
That's what you'll say to someone?
That's what I
That's
said
when
to
you're
lots
the
of people.
host.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Whoopi.
Oh, well, just ask anybody backstage.
I've been to your house. You never tell people to leave.
Because
You
you
leave.
always
But
leave.
you
She leaves
disappear
very
at your own
early.
parties like I do.
Yes.
You go
So
to
that,
bed?
so that
No,
they
I
can
don't go to
stay
bed.
all
I
night.
just leave because I got other stuff to do and I get stuff done. I feed the cat. I do all that. People are having a good time. We'll be right back. So, apparently, welcome back. A guy has a crush on his co-worker. He wrote into the New York Post advice column because it's taboo, apparently, to date a fellow employee in his office. But people spend so much time at work, the question's being asked, what's wrong with going out with someone from the office?
Well, they frown on this for some reason, but in my day, back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, that's where you met guys. You either met a guy in the office or you dated your cousin from Palermo. I mean, there was like, who's available? My aunt used to say, if you don't meet them in college, you're never going to meet a guy. So I got married in college.
They did say that a lot, didn't
now
they?
they're on Tinder, they're on this, they're on fish, this, whatever. What is that? Goldfish?
Plenty of fish.
Catfish?
Plenty of fish.
I think it's a bad idea to date somebody in the office. My father said it's professional suicide, but I did it anyway when I was younger and worked at a law firm.
Of course.
And then we broke up. And then you got to look at the person all the time. And then he became a semi-stalker. And then everybody in
that's
the
something
office
else.
was talking about it. And then, what do you do when you got to look at the person?
You just forget about it. You move on. It's not like it's your
No,
boss.
I think
your
it's a bad idea.
If it's your boss, it's a mistake because you will be fired and he will keep his job.
Yes.
So that you shouldn't
in
do.
the Me Too era, though, you're talking about
Bad
like
idea.
positions of power. All I know is that all the men in my life who are single won't go near dating-wise any woman they work with.
No.
I think the culture we're in right now, they think it's too tenuous for their careers,
It's
and
a
they
bad
don't want to
idea.
put it.
And everyone's getting
Yeah.
like glass walls for their offices or just a big wide open space.
Yep.
So my husband's parents met at the same company.
Oh.
And one of them they were forced, one of them had to resign.
See?
Quit.
Then you
Like
lose
what?
That was
your
their
gig.
policy.
The woman,
so,
right?
well, yes,
Yeah, right.
it was his mom, but she ended up having the 2 boys, and it was a tough decision to make at the time.
She left her job.
She left her job to marry. That's true love. Yeah,
That sucks.
True love.
It does
and they're
suck.
still happily married this year.
Is that what they call that? I don't
But
know.
you're
I
very
just-
quiet in
I
this.
think it's fine.
I'm not dating any of y'all. So
That's true. This job makes it a
So
little
does
easier.
this mean, Brian, it's over for you and me more than...
I'm afraid
The
so.
thing is,
Why are we always bringing Brian into this? He's married.
Yes, happily.
that's true. Well, happily,
That's another step. Don't go near the married guys.
I did-
Big mistake.
But to your point, Joy,
Yeah.
do you know that people now spend approximately 13 years and 2 months of their lives at work?
It's true.
So
Oh, my
much time
God.
at work.
That's terrible.
Do you know what?
So what do you do?
I think people can make their own
this
choices.
is what happens.
But there's other thing. You go on here and you say, oh, he's cute and he's around the corner. Let's hook up. That's not right. I'm sorry.
Is that on Catfish?
That's on something.
That's on Tinder or Grindr or you know what? People gotta live their life.
You're wandering right
okay?
now. It's okay. You'll be back.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
I mean,
Okay, so you guys are on my turf now. Just follow my lead out there, and everything will go smoothly.
there. Not anymore, girl.
Exactly. When's the last time you hosted this show?
Like 2 kids ago.
Hey, we're always thrilled to welcome back our girl Sarah Haynes to the table. And she brought her new GMA 3 co-hosts with her. Please welcome Sarah Haynes, Michael Strahan, and Kiki Palmer.
all right.
Trying to get in my
There you
feet. You're such a gentleman.
Of course.
He is such a gentleman.
Hello, hello, hello.
So, Sarah Haynes,
Hello.
really nice to see you.
I miss this table.
We miss you too.
We miss you.
Oh, I love
We
you
do.
guys.
Yeah.
She came in, and then I noticed they got everybody to come down and say we miss you, Sarah. So, what? I just noticed.
No, they really do miss it. They
do.
love me so
Yes.
much.
Well, I see that she's hitting you
yes,
now.
She's hitting. She's hitting Joy all the time.
I'm ambidextrous. We're
That's
fine,
right.
kids.
And I see you are now wearing Sarah on your jacket and perhaps
I think,
on your
I think
face.
that's Abby. Actually.
That might be Abby.
I apologize.
I don't
Yeah.
mind.
I'm
it's
sorry.
all good.
It's on the side of your face.
I love it even
all right,
more.
all right.
You're a lucky man. You're
I
a
am.
very lucky man.
I'm
It's a beautiful lady.
surrounded by beautiful, funny women all day long.
Aw.
Who can play?
Well, and
Seriously.
last time you
And
were
smart.
here, Sarah, we were doing belly bumps.
Oy.
And we now are home with 3 kids.
Yeah.
Last night, I didn't sleep between midnight and 5. How was your night?
I did sleep between midnight and 5. My child is
Yeah.
a big boy. He slept fast. He does a good job. Alec is our handful now.
Look, Sarah, your photo's all perfect.
We cleaned the counter for that shot. But no joke, I walked in this morning and Alec goes, Mom, I'm not ready to say hi to you. I'm not awake. And I was like, okay. And I start to walk by and he goes, see, I'm not even looking at you. And I was like, you're in my bed, dude. Like, can't you respect me in the confines of my bedroom? Nothing. So it's
And
a
it
lot.
just goes on and on like that.
Yeah.
Well, I have so much respect for you because I got twins.
Yeah,
I don't know how you did it.
I don't either.
Everyone says
but
you
Give her more
I'm
support.
going to give you some advice, though, because everyone scares you when you have twins. They go, oh, you're not going to get any sleep. You're not going to have this and that. And it's all true.
know.
You're not going to sleep much for the first 3 years. But then after 3 years, I know it seems like a long time, but after 3 years, it is the best thing. They have
friends.
a
They're best
playmate.
friends.
They're best
Look how cute
friends.
they are.
Well, they're 14 now, and they argue like cats and dogs. But it's okay, because I know at the end of the day, they have each other's
What
back.
if you don't survive? What if you don't get to the 3-year mark?
Your husband will carry the torch.
No, you do. You do.
You just get there, and then when you look back, you can't imagine having one child at a time. And when people go, I have a baby, you're like, oh, pick it up.
Okay, so Kiki, let me talk to you. So on August 26th, which happened to be your birthday,
Yes.
you joined this lovely group.
I did. It's my golden birthday. It's the best one.
But you also said that getting this job was full circle for you. Why do you say that?
Well, I started out with Disney, so it was kind of like,
Oh, I see.
I started my career. It was kind of the first company that really embraced me doing more than one thing, singing, dancing, hosting, and now to have evolved this way in my career to be right back with them and then be able to share with Sarah and Michael. It's kind of like, okay, I'm with it.
I say.
Well, and it's full circle for you and I at this table. This was the first time I met Kiki. Was when she came here, and that's when the love affair began. Michael, you're in the way.
He's always in the way, Sarah.
Every day, all day. I'm used to it now. My feelings are just eternally crushed.
Oh my gosh, he likes to play the victim.
Well, your Instagrams are so fun to follow because you just kicked off the new season and you did a recreation of Three's Company.
Yeah.
I think we got a clip of this we could play.
Without the Thigh Master.
I know.
There just should have been a Thigh Master in
No,
the
I
shot.
should have brought that in. I should have.
It's at it.
But that was fun, and that was actually Kiki's idea.
Yes. You say that.
No, it is.
But that was the vibe of us.
But it's the vibe of us, but it was her idea. And one thing I love about Kiki is she came in and she didn't come in and she's not shy. Like, as you can tell, there's nothing shy about Kiki. It's like she came in and she's like, this would be great. And it ended up being one of the most fun things that I've ever done. Yeah. And you look just like Suzanne Summers. You really did.
Well, that wardrobe was next level. I had those tights on that they wore in the, the Dan skin.
You mean in the 80s? Is that what you're trying to say?
Was that?
That's right, we wore them.
Yes.
70s.
Well, that was,
Under a bathing suit?
well, that was better than the polyester. If I walk fast, the fire was going to start.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, that's a Mom's Mabley joke. I'll tell you later. So, Michael, the season has just started. The football season has just started up again, and you are back working really pretty much 7 days a week because you're doing GMA, you're doing Michael, Sarah, and Kiki, and whatever
Thursday
the rest
night
of that
football,
thing is.
Sunday
and then
football.
Sunday
We don't have
football.
enough programming for your resume, so we're gonna need.
Wow.
So you love this because
I
you
do.
like to stay busy.
I like, not that I like to stay busy, but I like all the jobs I have. They're fun. So I'm
That means you like to stay busy.
I like, but I'm at jobs with fun people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think, well, you have to fly to East Coast, West Coast every week
Yeah,
for
that's
like
what I
20
think.
weeks
That's-
straight, 22 weeks or so. But I like that. It's my peaceful time to be on the plane where it's quiet.
Where
I can watch
nobody's
movies.
messing with you.
Nobody's messing
The
with
truth is, Michael liked to make money.
People here like to make money. Y'all like to make money.
Wait, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
You working for ABC and you're making money?
Oh my God.
Oh, boy. You really starting trouble, Kiki.
Right. All right. So we know you guys love each other.
Yes.
We want to see, though, how much you love
Oh,
each
this is
other.
cute.
So you guys ready for this game?
I'm ready. I love a
You gotta
game.
hold up whatever is
You know
whoever
they used to
is.
run this all the time.
Sarah did.
Yeah.
I know. And
I feel you.
And you got me pregnant. 'cause This chair apparently gets everyone pregnant. Yeah. I've got skills. Yeah, I'd say.
Now, if I sat over there and got pregnant, that chair really does have something.
All right, who takes the longest to get ready in the morning?
Oh.
Kiki.
How do I take long?
Oh, why was you? Oh, you know what? You're right a little bit, Sarah.
Yeah.
You do, and I don't know why you look the same every day.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, who's the worst at reading the teleprompter?
Who's the worst at reading teleprompter?
No, I don't. Well,
This is not-
Michael, you have to question
I'm
that.
gonna do this. This is all of it. We all have a moment. I mean,
I watched the show, okay? The person in the middle is
You
definitely
think
at
I'm the
fault.
worst
Oh,
at reading teleprompter?
Yeah.
That's very
Not
hard.
the worst, not the worst. But
I thought I was pretty
he's
good.
always trying
Michael,
to
when
ad
we get
lib.
you laughing, you never can.
He's always trying to ad lib.
I ad-lib. Whoopi, come on back here. Come on back.
All right, who's the healthiest?
Who's the healthiest? Michael.
Why?
Okay.
Because he's always in the gym.
He lives in the gym as much as he works.
When
he
do you like
has,
sit and eat burgers and watch reality television?
he doesn't do that.
He don't do that. That's
Have you
me.
seen him? You can
I
bounce
go
coins off him.
once a week. I do go and have burgers and cheese fries with the bacon sprinkled on top. I go in.
Bacon sprinkled on top. That sounds like a heart
He just
attack.
doesn't wear it out
That's
of the
why I got
restaurant
to work
the way
out
we
the other
do.
days. I don't have a heart attack.
Okay, who is most likely to go out one on a weeknight?
Oh yeah.
Like a
Everyone
Wednesday or
would
Thursday.
think it's me, but actually it's not.
Why'd you put your face up there?
Because
though?
that's what you would think. Because I know it's not you, Michael.
I actually went out once in the last month. It was very
In the
special.
last
special.
month.
I don't
All right,
go out
who's
at
the
all.
best dancer if you had to dance off?
Okay, come on now. Go on now.
Oh,
Give me my
Kiki.
props, y'all.
Up next, Allison Tolman on why her buzzed about show Emergence is being called the next Stranger Things. Hillary Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, together in a daytime exclusive. Tomorrow, the Clintons hit the Hot Topics table to voice their view. Plus, the Tony-winning star of Dear Evan Hansen, Ben Platt, on becoming the politician.
Allison Tolman is the Emmy-nominated breakout star from the first season of Fargo, who's starring in one of this season's most talked about new shows, Emergence. She plays a cop trying to figure out if a 10-year-old girl has supernatural powers. Take a look. Yeah, there's more to this little girl than you think. Please welcome Allison Tolman. Hey. So, this show has been compared to every show that you can think of, from Stranger Things to E.T.
Yeah.
You what? I'm
Bless
sorry.
you.
Oh my God! I couldn't.
How dare you?
I couldn't.
So
Dr. Ruth says a sneeze is an orgasm, so I just had one.
Congratulations.
You're welcome.
Yes.
So early in the day.
that's right, and now we're all part of it. But so how would you describe this show? I loved it, by the way. I think it's lots of
Thank you.
interesting stuff coming.
Yeah,
So how
I
would
think
you
those are all fair comparisons. It's a sci-fi genre thriller, but with a sort of family drama at the heart of it.
Right.
So it is kind of like E.T. and Close Encounters with the Third Kind, like sort of very homey, cozy Amblin feeling.
Right.
But with thrills and chills and spooks.
But Allison, you're always playing like a police officer.
I play a police officer a lot.
You are in this show, and then in Emergence, and also on Fargo. And you were actually Emmy nominated for that.
Yeah.
What is it about you that they keep casting you as a cop?
I don't know. I got a cop face, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that responsible in real life, so I don't know why they.
Did you learn anything about being a woman police officer?
Yeah, I have to do some like weapons training because you have to like learn how to properly handle a weapon and portray things responsibly
She
and
teaches us
accurately.
that every day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun because I'm a Texan.
No,
I'm from Texas, but we're not like the gun owner kind of Texans. We're the other kind of Texans. So I didn't know a lot about weaponry before.
There are other kinds of Texans.
There are. Outside of Austin, believe it or not. Yeah.
Blue. But also, you were obviously in Fargo, and one of the best shows ever, first season and second season.
Thank you.
Please tell Billy Bob Thornton I'm in love with him. Okay. But there are certain scripts you automatically said no to after Fargo. Why?
Yeah, I really felt like Fargo was a gateway into playing like a female lead, and I had sort of tricked people into thinking that I could lead shows, and I wasn't gonna step back and do anything less if I could help it. So I tried to say no to like just wives and best friends, and you know, people that are women that are only associated with the men in the series. I really wanted someone who stood on their own. And I also tend to say no to roles that define women by their physical characteristics. I just find it sort of limiting and like boring and irresponsible.
Yeah.
So I say no.
But you've been successful. It's amazing that you've been successful with that. It's very hard to do what
I've
you
been
just
very
described.
lucky. Yeah. I think things are changing too. I think
Yeah.
I think that things are changing on that front.
More outlets. Too.
I love
great
great
actress.
incredible. Yeah, yeah. And I think the chemistry between you and that little girl is you can see it like right on the screen.
Yeah.
And in real life, it's that way too.
She's incredible. She's so talented.
Alexis Swinton.
Yeah, Alexis Swinton. Yeah, she's incredible. And you know, you have to run a bit of a different set. You've got kids on the set.
Do you relate to her? What were you like as a kid?
I was Alexa is a delight. I was that kind of kid who's like just so precocious that you're on the edge of being kind of a jerk. You know, like I think I can say with some hindsight that people were probably like, "That's adorable. Stop talking."
Was that
You know,
is that Halloween?
That was just a dance recital.
You'd love to dress up.
It might have been a Tuesday. I don't know.
You know, you were taking classes at Second City when you got your break, but you had some other odd jobs apparently.
I did, yeah. I worked. I mean, I've done everything.
Dog walker.
I was a dog walker. I worked at the vet's office. I was a personal assistant. I worked in IT for a while.
You worked in it.
I worked in it. No.
You know what? You have to come back because there's more to talk to you about.
I would love that.
So we want to thank Allison Tolman. Emergence airs Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Do yourself a favor, watch it because it's good. It's right here on ABC. Everybody have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy whatever view you happen upon. Bye.